going to into the Aditya Mission. So we will discuss here. So important bit regarding to this. So these are the countries, friends. All these are the countries, and which country has most satellites in the space? Large number of satellites in the space is USA. USA is having large number of satellites in the space. Second one is China. Third one is different countries, multinationals, and you see this fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Seventh one is India, friends. India ranks India ranks 7th in the world regarding to the number of satellites. In first country is USA, and this is one of the important bits, friends. You know, then comes the mission Aditya. So this is one of the most popular mission of India, friends. And regarding to this Aditya, so we have launched it to the sun. With the help of this Aditya mission, we want to study the sun totally. Next one is, so this is a India's first dedicated scientific mission to study the sunstones. Scientific mission to the study the sunstones, which is a 400 class runs, which is a 400 class satellite, and especially it was launched for we are planning to launch it into the lower Earth orbit runs. Planning to launch it into the lower Earth orbit to study the sun. And generally, if you see this NASA's what we call it as an Parker solar probe students, they have launched directly into the sun, into the outer layer of the sun. Generally, what is this outer layer of sun means? This is a chromosphere, and out of the chromosphere, one more layer will be the corona layer will be there, and into that they have launched. But our satellite Aditya mission will be launched into the specialized orbits. There are L2 five orbits are there. This we call it as a halo orbits. This we call it as an halo orbits, friends. And these halo orbits was first discovered by a scientist known as Lagrangian. Lagrangian scientist. On behalf of his name, they have given the orbits name as Lagrangian orbits. Lagrangian orbits, which are of 5 in number, friends. And this Aditya mission 1, say this, friends, and all we have, what is the benefit of these orbits means, all these orbits will have a gravitational force of sun and earth will be neutralized here. Will be neutralized in these orbits, friends. In these halo orbits, these we call it as an helio orbits also, friends. Next one is, the main object of this Aditya L1 mission is to study the outer layer of corona, friends, the solar corona. So because as we move from outer layer of the suns to the inner layer of the sun, temperatures decreases, friends. Outer layer of the sun, that is a corona layer, will have high temperatures, friends. Okay, now next one is, and what are the objectives of this Aditya mission? As I told you that to study the solar corona, to study sun's atmosphere, particulate flux immunizing from the sun surface, like this different types of blastings that comes out of the sun surface, friends. And next one is sun, studying of sun's chromosphere as well as photosphere, friends. This is outer chromosphere, this is outer photosphere, friends. Okay, now that is what. And these are the major objectives of Aditya mission. And these are the 6 payloads of Aditya mission, friends. Okay, now. And next one is, go through this Aditya. This information I am giving it for prelims, students. This information I am giving it for prelims examination, MCQs. So for mains, I will take one more video and I will try to explain how to frame a questions, how to write the answer for this. ISRO is they planning to launch this solar mission, Aditya. But the dates have been changed, students. Continuously, the dates have been changed. It has not yet launched. So during the solar eclipse, total solar eclipse, we want to study the coronal layer of the sun, students, and what are the magnetic effects that are emitting from the sun. Okay, now currently only few satellites are there which are imaging the sun, students. This is what major payloads of the Aditya mission, students. Okay, now that is what sun's photosphere, chromosphere, like that. Different layers of the sun, students. So see, continuous blast will be there in the sun. From the continuous blast, solar magnetic flux will be emanating, and those orbits we call Lagrangian orbits, students. So this where gravitational force cancel out each other. All the gravitational forces cancel out each other, students. So this is what regarding to this Aditya mission, students, which is the first solar mission. First solar mission of India, students. Next one is Hubble Space Telescope, which is a space agency of not Hubble Space Telescope, students. This is NASA. Related to this NASA, they have launched this mission and sent a satellite to the sun that we call it as a Parker Solar Probe, students. Parker Solar Probe. And this they have directly launched into the outer layer of the sun, students. Okay, na? And it was named after Eugene Parker, who is an astrophysicist, students, and who first discovered the solar winds. And this probe has become the is said to be the become the fastest moving man object in the history, students. Okay, now next one is another one is other than this one, Parker Solar Probe, there are few uh, satellites to this sun, students. One is Helios 1 and Helios 2. Helios second spacecraft that have been improved the system designed to help in surviving longer, students. Okay, now, and it is a German space operation, students. It is related to Germany, and this Helios 1 and Helios 2. Helios 1 is the first spacecraft. Helios 2 is the second spacecraft, students. Helios 2 has become the joint venture project between joint venture between Germany and the United States. Germany as well as United States, students. Helios 2. Okay, now, next one is this Helios 1 and Helios 2 are the two objects which are related to the sun and which will be launched far away 1.9 million kilometers far away from the sun, students. And this is mission is related to the Germany only. And what about ours? We will launch this what we call this mission, students, that is 1.5 million kilometers from the earth, our Lagrangian orbits. But Helios is different, na? Helios is different, Parker Solar Probe is different. Helios will be launched into where, means, students? It will be launched into the same helio orbits only, but it is 1.9 kilometers. It is far away from us when compared with India. But when compared to the Parker Solar Probe, చూసారు అనుకోండి. This Parker Solar Probe, they have directly launched into the outer layer of the sun, students. And who launched this manufactured this Parker Solar Probe? United USA, students. Objective is solar orbits. Spacecraft is Parker Probe, and this is the weight of that Parker Solar Probe. mission design and management is done by this John Hopkins University students. Vehicle Delta 4 heavy duty vehicle students launch this from Cap Carnival Station, and these are the objectives of this what we call it as an Parker Solar Probe. So, living with a star, it is a part of living with a star program students. Parker Solar Probe. This is what Parker Solar Probe means. So, one interesting thing regarding to this students, as we are approaching into the sun, so from sun rays, whatever the sun rays that are hitting these satellite students, they act like a raindrops. They are similar to like raindrops. From the earth, మనం భూమి నుంచి ఈ సూర్యకిరణాలు తగిలినప్పుడు మనం చాలా కంఫర్టబుల్గా ఫీల్ అవుతాం స్టూడెంట్స్. కానీ మనం ఎప్పుడైతే సూర్యుడి దగ్గరికి వెళ్తామో అది వర్షపు చుక్కలైతే ఎలా ఫాస్ట్గా వచ్చి మన చర్మం మీద ఫాస్ట్గా తగులుతూ ఉంటాయో, తగిలినప్పుడు ఎలా సురుగ్గా ఉంటుందో అలా ఉంటుంది అనమాట సూర్యుడి దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళేటప్పుడు. అలా రెయిన్ డ్రాప్స్ లాగా ఉంటాయి అనమాట. ఓకేనా స్టూడెంట్స్, దట్ ఈస్ వాట్ రిగార్డింగ్ టు దిస్ పార్కర్ సోలార్ probe which was directly launched into the coronal layer of the sun students. So it is a remarkable achievement of NASA students. NASA means what? NASA, National Aeronautical Space Administration. National Aeronautical Space Administration students. ఓకేనా, ఇట్లా కూడా క్వశ్చన్స్ అడగచ్చు. ఓకేనా, దట్ ఈస్ వాట్ రిగార్డింగ్ దిస్ మిషన్ స్టూడెంట్స్.